do in the poem. So in this poem, the poet is mainly what he is doing. Have you ever seen he is asking a question? He is asking a question in every single line, or he is comparing, or he is giving uh, the things name, comparing the non-living things to the living things. Have you ever seen what we have not seen in yet? How we are comparing in a very funny way. So this is the poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed, or a single hair from the hammerhead has a foot of the mountain in it too? And is there any pair of the garden hose? Did you did does the needle ever wink its eye? Why doesn't the wing of the building fly? Can you tickle the rib of the parasol, or open the trunk of the tree at all? And the teeth of the rick ever going to bite? Have have the have the hand of the clock any left or right? Can the garden plot a deep and dark? And what is the sound of big bark? What is the so? If you see the poem, at the end of the every sentence, the question mark. What you can see the question marks are there. Why? Because they are comparing. Have you ever seen the sheet of the river bed? Means what they are telling? That did you see what we are doing on the bed? We are the bed sheet are there on the bed. So the bed sheet is compared to the river. So before I'm explaining you the poem, I will tell you the brief about the poem. What the poem, the central idea of the poem is the humorous and interesting. The central idea of the poem is a very humorous and the interesting poem. The poet used the many homograph. I will explain you what is a homograph with the different meaning and for the enjoyment, fun and enjoyment. The poem, the readers can play with the words. How we can play with the words? The poet is playing with the words. See, we have words and we have different meaning, and we can relate the word to the other things. We are comparing, or we are telling that word is fit for you. So we are playing with the words. And what how the words different can be different meaning, and what they are telling how the one word is it a different meaning. If we take a mota, है ना? Mota, I'm not, don't take it me wrong, okay, I'm taking an example. Mota, homo page. What is homograph? What is homograph? Central idea, what is homograph? Homograph is a, we are taking a one word and we have a different meaning. Okay, mota, what we say mota in normally we can, if we are taking mota, so we are telling you are fat. Mota means fat person, but in Gujarati mota means elder brother. Mota bhai tame kem cho? So means we are respecting, we are telling mota bhai, the elder brother. Mota kaka, moti ben means your elder sister, your bade papa, mota bhai, elder brother, elder sister. So in Gujarati we are telling mota bhai, mota. And normally what we are telling mota means fat person. So this is homograph. What is homograph? Same word, but we have a different meaning. So he's challenging, the poet is challenging how you exploring the word and how you're making a relationship between uncommon item through the homograph. Okay, uncommon item means you can't relate anything, but we are relating. Mota mota. We are two different meaning. How we are relating that thing. in an uncommon word, how we are relating this common words. So the poet is challenging. The poet is challenging us how we are exploring the thing, and how with the explanation how we are giving any relationship between a two things. So I explain you what is homograph. Now you can able to understand more clear with this picture. The word with the same spelling, but it's a different meaning. What I tell, the word mota means same. One word is there, mota, but we have two different meaning. One is fat person and other is elder brother. In Gujarati, we are telling elder brother, mota bhai, and normally mota means fat person. If you are taking bat, other example, if you are taking bat, so one is cricket bat and another is animal bat. That is we can see in the night only. Okay. And the other one is a fool. What is fool? Fool is a play of the word by using two or more meaning of the same word to create a humor. What is humor? Humor means fun. How we are creating a fun. Okay, the fool. Fool means we are taking two or more word, and what we are doing, the meaning of the same word. So life of the worth living. Example, life of the worth living, it depend upon the liver. Okay, it depend upon the liver. So what we are doing? We are filling our stomach. Okay, we are filling our stomach. How? With the food. The person is looking at the food. Depend on the liver. If our liver is good, then we are alive. If our liver get affected, what, we are in hospital. है ना? Second example, so see how the food is related to the liver. How? The question is related. How the food is related to liver? So food is related to, because we are eating food and it's going in our stomach with the healthy food, or if if he is eating all the time burger, coke and french fries, what is get, the liver get affected. The life is worth living. It depends upon the liver. How it's depend on the liver? Now it's clear. The box of the matchbox, matchless. The box was a matchless. How it's related to the life? See, box is empty. As you can see, the box is empty. We can relate to a life now. Your life is like is empty box. Your life is like a empty box because you're not doing anything. Your life is waste. You're not doing anything. People are telling na, your life is like a matchbox, empty matchbox. How my life is empty matchbox? Because you're not doing nothing. You're not able to answer anything. You're not doing. There is no goal in your life. See, empty matchbox we are throwing away, na? We are throwing away. So your life is like that only. So we are making fun. We are making humor in a funny way. And third thing in the poem is introduction. What we are doing in introduction, we are asking a question, not for getting an answer, not for getting an answer, but putting out of more effective. If we are asking a question, why I'm asking you a question in my class every time, I'm asking a question. Why? Not for an answer. No, not for an answer that you will give me a correct answer. No, why I'm asking, so that you can explore. I'm interrogating. I want what you are thinking. Okay. Are you crazy? No. I am not crazy. What you are doing? Can you imagine that? What can you imagine what you want to imagine me? So I'm telling, okay, imagine you went to the hilly area full of green. What do you see? What will you do? So he's imagine. He's doing imagination. What he is doing? He's going in that place. He's imagining, okay, I'm living at that area. It's a full hill. and it's full greenery. What I'm doing, I'm building my home. First I construct my small house, then I will something, then I will explore the things. What can I do? What are the things? So imagine interrogation. Can you imagine if you poison us, do we not die? If you poison, if you give me a poison, do we not die? I will surely die. And so in the poem, there is a many. The poem is full of questioning. They don't want to answer you, but they don't. They want to explore you. They want you should explore the things. If this first line is, have you seen a sheet on the riverbed? So what in the bed? What we are doing? We are putting a sheet, Hana. What we are doing? We are putting a sheet. So the poet is asking, have you ever seen on the riverbed? So he is telling on the riverbed. If you see, this is the river stone. How river is floating? Did you see the sheet of the riverbed? Bed sheet. He is comparing the sheet with the riverbed. And second line, a single hair from the hammerhead. Single hair. So the head here is comparing to the hammer. What is hammerhead? This is the head of the hammer. So what we are telling? The head of the hammer, these 2 points are the head of the hammer. But the what we are telling? Hair is on the head. When the child is small, what we are, where is your head? The child is telling, hair is on my head. Where is your hair? Hair is on my head. But in the hammer, there is no hair. Hammer is having a head, but in hand there is no single hair also. So what poet is comparing? Poet is comparing with interrogating, not comparing. He is asking a question. Or a single hair from the hammer hair? No, they don't. Hammer don't have hair. But then also we are telling hammer hair. Where is the hammer at? At this point. They are pointing out. In this part. Next line, has the foot of the mountain any toe? So we are telling the foot of the mountain. Foot. But mountain doesn't have a foot. So how can the mountain walk? Because with the foot we can walk, but mountain doesn't have a foot. But then also we are telling foot of the mountain. What has the foot of the mountain any toe? No, we're telling the foot. Mountain has a foot, but the mountain doesn't. How can, but mountain don't have a foot? But then also we are telling foot of the mountain. Okay. Next line. And is the pair of garden horse. So horse means talking. My network is good. So the fourth line, and there is a pair of the garden horse. So it's comparing with the socks. So stockings, we didn't buy one sock, left pair sock. We didn't buy left pair socks. No. What we are doing? We are buying both the horse. See, horse. This also we can. Horse means socks, and horse means this is. In the garden, if you see the pipe, and through the pipe we are planting the from the pipe where the water is coming out, and we are pouring the water to the plant. So this is also we say hose, and this is also horse. Both are the horse, but the different meaning. Homograph. This is a homograph. We have different meaning. But then also what the poet is telling, garden horse, but the horse are, and there is a pair of the garden horse. No, only one is there, na? But actually when we are moving out of the shop, when we are going and buying, we are buying in the pair. But why didn't buy for the garden? We are taking only one horse. So what he is doing? He is asking the question. We didn't buy only one socks, na? Left pair socks we buy. Okay. No, bhaiya, I want only left pair socks. We are buying in the pair. But in the garden, we see only one horse. Where is the other horse? We don't require two horses. We require only one horse. And next line, does the needle ever wink its eyes? Does the needle wink its eyes? We are blinking our eyes, na? We are blinking our eyes. But interrogation in the question form. What does the needle ever wink its eye? No, needle never wink its eye. See, if you see the hole, it's never blink the eye. It's never blink it. It only broken down. It broke into a two part. Right? So what the poet is telling, does the needle ever blink its eyes? No, it never blink. It's always in an open, but we can blink it. So what he's doing, he is asking a question. What is asking? He is asking a question. And next line, why doesn't the wing of the building fly? Why doesn't the wing of the building fly? Flying the birds. So okay, birds are flying. So what we are telling? Birds are having wings. Through wings, bird can fly. Bird can go down. Bird can go up. Even in aeroplane, we have wings. Right wing, left wing. है ना? Aircraft also they have wings. Birds also having a bird, but here the question is with the bird. So bird can fly through his wings. है ना? In buildings also, in the big buildings, what we have? Wing A, wing 2, wing 3, wing 4. Even in your buildings also, in my building also, I have a wing A, wing 2, wing 3. Okay. But in the building, wing can't fly. Why wing can't fly? Why doesn't the wing of the building can't fly? Same meaning, same word, wing. One meaning through the bird, one meaning is the building wings. Wing A, wing B, wing C, wing D. But why can't building wings can fly? No, it can't fly now because that is settler now. That is name wings. We have different meaning. But what he is doing? He is asking a question. See, the fool is making fun of he's challenging with the same meaning. How we are exploring the poem, how we are giving the different meaning, how we are telling one word to the other, how we are building a relationship. What the relationship is there? Wing, bird wing, and the building wings. The relation, how we are forming a relation with the two different words. This poem is full of fun, and the poem challenges you how you are creating your mind, how you're exploring the poem, how you're building a relationship between the two things, uncommon things and a homograph. What is uncommon? There is no common between wing, uncommon thing, but how we are making a relationship with the words, how we are building a relationship with the words. Next, can you tickle the ribs of the parasol? Can you tickle the ribs of the parasol? If someone will tickle you, okay, when I'm small, my sister always tickle me. Always tickle means gudgudi. Gudgudi. So she always tickled me. I was like, don't do it. It's very, I'm laughing I'm like, no, I'm very sensitive. And my skin is so sensitive. I was like, no, please don't tickle me. Please don't tickle me. See, we will feel something. If someone is tickle you, we will feel something. Okay, how many of you? So, so what the line is telling, cannot tickle the rib of the parasol. So the parasol means the umbrella. Inside the umbrella, there is a wires. है ना? Wires are there. If you open the umbrella, you will see wires. So the parasol is that. So what the parasol? What he is comparing? What he is telling? Can you tickle the rib of the parasol? Even we have rib. है ना? If you see, this is the human body ribs, and this is the parasol umbrella ribs. Okay, umbrella ribs. Inside the umbrella, if you open the umbrella, you will see the wires. You will see the wires. So what they are telling? When we are tackling, we are feeling that. Human are feeling, but umbrella won't feel. That is non-human. So they are comparing. Can the tickle of rib of the parasol? No, we can't tickle. No, we can't. You can't feel anything. Umbrella won't feel anything. Next line. Or the open the trunk of the tree at all. Open the trunk of the tree at all. Okay, so what is trunk of the tree? Or the open of the trunk? We can open that. All of you see the trunk or the wooden box. Okay, even I'm having a wooden box. I can open. What we are telling? Trunk. That big wooden box. Or the earlier it is the wooden box. Now we have a trunk, metal trunk. Everyone is having metal trunk, so we can open that trunk. But what about tree? Or the open the trunk of the tree at all? No. See, this is the trunk of the tree, but we can't open it. We can't open the trunk of the tree. We can cut it. We can cut the trunk, but we can't open it. So the question is, can you open the trunk of the tree at all? No, we can't open it. With whom it is comparing? With whom they are telling? The trunk box. We can open the trunk box, but we can't open the trunk. See, same word, trunk. How the poet is using the trunk with the two different things. And they collaborate. They mix that thing. They make a relationship. If you see, if you break that thing, you will find that in one line we have a two different meaning, and he is comparing. So he is not comparing, he is collaborate that thing, and he is making the relationship. He is making the relationship with two different things. He is making a one relationship. Are the teeth of the rake ever going to bite? Are the teeth of the rake ever going to bite? See, this is a rake of the. This is a rake. We can say if when some children is making fun or he is not listening to the mother, what he is telling? Okay, if you are seeing the trick now, he will bite you. He will bite you. But can he bite that? But this can bite any person. No. How? It's a non-living thing. But teeth can bite. And teeth can bite. What are the teeth of the rake ever going to bite? No. We are eating now. How we are eating? We are taking a bite of the food. We are taking a bite of the thing. If I am offering a food to some person, what? Take a bite. So what? How he is taking a bite? With the teeth. How he is taking the bite? With the help of the teeth. But Rick can bite anything. Rick can eat anything. This thing can eat anything. No, he can't eat anything. Right? It is a non-living thing. Next line. Have the hand of the clock any left or right? What? Left or right? See what they are telling. Hand of the clock. Even humans are having hand. Humans are having hand. Even clocks are having hand. We are what we are telling. See the clock hand and tell me the time. See the clock hand and tell me the time. Even we are having a hand. Through he is holding the book. He is holding the book. He is holding the hand. He is holding the bus through his hand. Anna, so what we are telling? Holding the bus. How we are holding? Through the hand. Even clock have hand, hour hand, minute hand. And what? But clock can't move his hand on the left right. No. What he is doing? He is moving in the 360 degree. What? In the 360 degree. How 360? Because he is moving like this. This 360. But hand can move left and right. We have left hand, we have right hand. We can move it. But clock can't move it. He can move only 360 degree in the 360 form. Okay, next two line. Can the garden plot a deep and the dark? Can the garden plot a deep and the dark? What is plot? We have two meaning of the plot. If we are plotting against someone, okay, let me see how can I take a revenge from this person. Okay, let me see what I'm doing. Before that, I'm plotting. Okay, if I did this, I will do this. Okay, you have to do this. Person A, person B, person C. Okay, the leader is there. A, B, C. And A is plotting against B. Deep and dark. What he is plotting? He want to take a revenge. What is doing? He is thinking a deep and dark wicked. He want to take a revenge. But can the garden have plot? Even in garden, we have different plot. Plot A, plot B, plot C, plot D. Hana? Or plot is land for a sale. This land, this plot is for a sale. This plot is for a sale. So we have one word plot, but we have a different meaning and how we are giving a relationship. Can the garden plot can be deep and dark? Can garden can plot anything against a human? No, he is a non-living thing. It's a nature. Nature can't plot deep and dark. Nature won't harm. Na? Garden cannot plot anything against the human. Last line. And what is sound of the brick bark? What is the sound of the brick bark? So the brick bark is a tree. Brick is a tree, one tree. Okay. If you see, if I zoom in, so what will you see? They are opening their mouth. If we imagine that is a brick, and the dog is comparing to the dog or any animal. Animal can bark, na? Animal can bark. But can brick tree bark? No, brick tree can't bark, but animal can bark. And what is the sound of the brick bark? So the sound can produce by the dog or the animal, but the sound cannot produce by the that tree, brick tree. We can't produce a sound through the Big tree. Please once go through the poem. I'm showing you the poem. Please raise your hand. First tell me, did you understand the poem?